What's up, YouTube? Back here again with another video, and today we are finally going to do the review and we'll look at some DVR and all that good stuff of the Dalprop Cyclone 5040. Okay, so this is the newer freestyle prop offering from Dalprop. Okay, now forgive me, this prop is not new. This one is rather beat up. I had 3 sets. I gave a set to my buddy to fly, and I completely annihilated the other 2 sets because, hey, I fly hard. I don't really care. I have a lot of fun. So not a lot of these props made it through. This is actually the one in the best condition. So, hey, take that for what it is, right? Can't say that I didn't fly the damn things. So here we go. So, very reminiscent of the Cyclone prop, right? I mean, if you just look at it, you know, you can tell it's a Cyclone. It's thinner. It's a lot thinner. I mean, of course, we're going to compare it to an original Cyclone. This is a 5046 Cyclone. You can see it's, you know, the blade overall is a little thinner. This is a 5040. This is a 5045. So this has a little more aggressive pitch. I feel like this one's a little more linear. This has this little deeper belly in the back. All right. I mean, that's pretty much the extent of the look. I mean, it's a Cyclone. Durability, I feel like it's not quite as on par with this, right? This is an overall thicker, more robust prop. But I feel like they still were able to keep a good amount of material here around the hub. I did snap one. Sorry, I did have this closer. I did snap one, you know, couple blades off the hub. However, it is a little colder out, so it's kind of hard for me to address durability at this moment in time because I'm flying these props with the colder temperatures, and I haven't really been flying these props right now. I've been flying mostly the Wind Dancers. You know, I really love those props. So overall, I feel like durability did well. I got a whole day of flying out of 2 sets, so that's pretty good in my opinion, and I do have some left. I mean, they're not all annihilated. I got, like, I think I have a set left, but you know, they're all chipped up and beat up and, you know, bent back and all that good stuff. So these do have some of the similar characteristics of a Cyclone, which you're used to. I mean, you can see that this was bent. I had to bend it back, all that good stuff. So let's take a weight. Although I can tell you I've never snapped a Cyclone like that. I mean, I've never, like a full Cyclone, never done that, but hey. Take a weight of this is the 5040, 4.1 grams. Here's the 5045, 5.4 grams. So you're saving 1.3 grams per blade, which is pretty good, but it's less of a pitch, so there you go. This is a 5042 Wind Dancer, coming in at 4.1 grams. So they are just about the same weight. And I feel like you're getting a little more. Of course, that's the opposite direction. I feel like these might be, they look more aggressive, but this is a 5042. I'm not really sure what all those numbers actually mean. I mean, I know it's the pitch and all that good stuff, but you know, they change over the profile of the blade and all that good stuff. So that's a Wind Dancer. They're the same, about the same weight. Here is a new V1S 5050. V1S prop, 4.4 grams, so you know, you're getting way more aggressive pitch on that. Plus you're staying around the same weight. And here is a 4040 V1S. I feel like this is a very similar comparison prop, which is the lightest of them all, 3.6 grams. You know, this is a very light, very quick prop, but it doesn't have a lot, it's not very aggressive. All right, so there you go. There's some weights against some common props. All right, summarize my opinion here on the Cyclone. Very good freestyle prop. I really like it. It's a little thinner. It's a little less resistance for the motors to have to spin around. Recovery was good. I felt like it picked up real well, like on a heavy fall. It popped up really, really well. I felt like I had decent power on the low end. A little bit light in power on the very top end, but I mean, that's to be expected with a lower pitch prop and, you know, something like this. It's not so aggressive. But overall, a very, very good choice for a freestyle prop. I'm still sold on these wind dancers. These Gem Fan wind dancer props are awesome. All right, $2.99 for a set of these bad boys at most retailers. I'll leave a link. I think I got these from Race Day Quads when they first came out. I flew them for a full day, a good rip. I like them. I had no problems. Didn't have to retune, threw them on, had a good day flying, threw these on. Not a whole lot difference. My biggest difference between these two props is I have a little more top end with this one. But overall, very, very similar characteristics. So hey, can't go wrong. Both great props. All right, let's go to the DVR. I got Bob's DVR, my buddy Bob. Listen to what he thinks about the prop, and we'll close it out. Because, of course, I didn't record any DVR, and the props are blown to crap, and I don't have a smooth flying set. So, oh well, you don't need to see me fly no more. Check out my buddy Bob flying, his opinion on it, and that'll be it. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. All right, so we got Bob's flight of the Cyclone 5040s, the new 5040s from Dalprop. Now, as I was saying, Bob flies the V1S props a lot, the 5040s from HQ. So we can see flying around like we always do. So Bob, tell me, how are we feeling on your top end and your low end? Just go right on your punch outs. How do you feel about them right away? The most important thing.
Punch outs, it's there, but it's lacking a little bit. The low throttle control is excellent when I want to dip around these trees and stuff like that.
How about your recovery when say you're coming down real hard and you got to give it a little blip?
So
that's where I noticed it was a little light. I had to give it a little more throttle on the
a little more
ends.
throttle, but nothing bad.
And they do have a higher pitch. Definitely a higher pitch. So overall, compared to your HQ V1Ss, because they're similar.
Compared to V1S,
just how do you feel? You've been flying them.
That's a tough one. I like the V1Ss because I'm just so used to them. These, when I first put them on, I wasn't too crazy about them. Then when I got about 3 or 4 packs in, I started to really like them a lot more than I thought I would.
So there is a difference because it took you a little bit to get used to it.
There definitely is a difference, absolutely. They're quite similar, but there is absolutely a difference. If I was going out for a full day of flying and I had to choose between these or the V1S, I would probably go with the V1S because that's what I know. If I had to choose between these and the Wind Dancer, Wind Dancer all the way.
That's what I was getting ready to ask you. So we flew the Wind Dancers last week, and I'm in that camp too. I think the Wind Dancers came out. They're just so good. All over. Like a little less amp draw, but yet still the, full range of like the 5046s like I like to fly.
Like the low throttle response on these bad boys are...
Yeah, down low. Yeah, I noticed them being a little weaker. Not quite as powerful as the Wind Dancers or the 5046s.
But they're good for, I think they would be really good for proximity.
Yep. Right on. All right, so quick, give your summary and then we'll fly out the pack and that'll be that.
My summary is nice and efficient. Good for, I would say, better in the low end. Lacking on the top end a little bit. As far as recoveries, you got to give it a little more throttle than I'd like. That being said, it's a good prop.
Yep, good prop, decently efficient, won't go wrong. All right, let's run out the pack. Enjoy the DVR.